live with me right now. But I just wanted to say hi. I will be back soon. I have some fun videos to upload, um, especially Buckland's Witchcraft Museum, which was so cool. And the curator, Steven, is awesome. I have to call him and I have a few questions for him. So I'm not sure when that video will go up, as I am super tired, as you could tell. Um, I am exhausted, and well, New England and all of the Midwest and even northern Texas that we were driving through was cool. It felt like fall. Hi, welcome. Um, Thanks for hitting that like button. I appreciate it. So it felt like fall. It was really cool. The first week we were in New England, it was so hot and humid, unnaturally so, especially for northern New England. It felt like we were in the South. It was so humid. And then the second week it cooled way down. Um, so it was nice. It felt like fall. On the way back, I had my first pumpkin spice latte and at a Scooters. And I think it was in Illinois. And it was delicious. I have a video that will go up. I don't know, 3 years ago, my husband and I did this similar road trip to New England, and I was so lofty, and I had taken so many clips in New England, and I didn't post any of them. And it's funny because after that, 3 years ago, I said I was never traveling again. And this trip, now that I'm back, I'm saying not doing that road trip again. So 3 years ago, my husband and I went to the Buc-ee while we were in New England, and it was fun. And we were in the main exhibition hall, and I got some delicious blueberry ice cream because Maine is known for their blueberries. And this gentleman walks by, and I don't know if he sneezed or he coughed, like literally all over my ice cream. Hey, Selena, welcome. Thanks for hitting that like button. And anyway, long story short, he gave us COVID, and my husband and I had never had COVID before. So our plans on the way back, we were going to stop and hit up. Yeah, he coughed on our ice cream. It was disgusting, and we got COVID. So I'm blaming that guy. I'm saying it was his fault. um, so anyway, we had booked all these Airbnbs, and we had all these plans for coming back, for stopping and spending time. And we ended up sick, so we had to cancel. And unfortunately, it was like long enough after the COVID fear that they weren't giving refunds. So even though we were like, well, we have COVID, you still, we're canceling. Like, we're too sick to drive. We can't make it to these places. And furthermore, we don't want to go sightseeing. Like, we're exhausted. Nikolai was so bad off. He was telling me he was gonna die, and he's like, here, have all my passwords and all of this stuff. And I'm like, okay, you're gonna be fine. We were fine. But anyway, so this time on the way back, we had made plans to stop in Pittsburgh, and so that didn't work out. You guys don't stay in Motel 6s. This time in this trip, we decided to stay in Motel 6s because the Motel 6 in Roswell, New Mexico is actually really nice. They have a pool, and it's really clean, and management really cares. And pets stay free, which is important because we were traveling with, this time, which last time we didn't have a cat. This time we're traveling with our cat and our dog. So cats make traveling even more difficult. So, we had been staying at Motel 6s, and some are cleaner than others, but they're all like gross. I mean, none of the places had bed bugs. Like, I was checking for that, but um, I don't think they have house cleaning. I don't think they have house service. I don't think they like. I think it was in Cleveland, Ohio, that there was like hair in the sheets. I don't think they cleaned it. But anyway, in Pittsburgh, the Motel 6 we stopped at, it was so run down. And everybody was hanging out. It was like a block party. It was like this big party. And I was like telling my husband, like, I am scared. Like, I don't want to stay, but he and we'd been driving for 10 hours, and I get it. Like, we're hungry, we're tired, we have the pets. Like, we need to feed the pets. They need to like be walked and go, the cat needs to use his kitty litter. So we check in, and then you know, we feed the pets, and then we go get food. And I had checked the room, like I always check for bed bugs. So there weren't bed bugs again, but I pulled back the sheets, and there's like dead bugs and hair in the sheets, which is disgusting. And then the other bed, there was hair, and then the pillows were so yellowed and brown, and the mattress, that it looked like somebody had detoxed in that bed. Because there's no reason for anybody to like sweat that much. It was disgusting. Um, and I told my husband, like, this is gross. Like, I don't want to stay here. Yeah, well, I get it. Like, we're tired. We'd, like I said, been driving for 10 hours. So, um, whatever. He's like, I'm sleeping here. And I'm like, please don't catch anything. And I go out to the car, and I try to sleep, but I can't because people are hanging out, partying all night. And it's like 4:30 in the morning. I get up, go to the bathroom. I go back into the room. I go to the bathroom, and German cockroaches come running out and charge at me. And I screamed and told my husband, get the F up. We are leaving. Um, took out the liner and the kitty pan. We had like a traveling little like suitcase, like a cute little, that Nikolai had bought for the cat, which was super cute. Like, just threw the lining out. Yeah, cockroaches, like especially the German ones. Those are the ones you cannot get rid of. Um, ugh, like, and there was like dead bugs on the floor, and it was so foul. And I was like, get your ass up. We are leaving. So it really sucks because, like, and I shook everything out and like checked and made sure there was no bugs anywhere in our stuff. But I was so freaked out. And we like drove, I think we made it like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and we pulled over at a rest area and like took a nap. But I hadn't slept at all. I hadn't slept at all that night. And I think my husband slept a couple of hours. He had gone into the lobby to say, the room was unacceptable, and we wanted a refund for the next night, and we were leaving, and we were leaving now. And he told them that there was the cockroaches, and they were like, no refunds. So yeah, that sucked. And it sucks because I had wanted to hang out with another YouTuber. There was 3 YouTubers I was hoping to meet up with that I know they're on the East Coast. And unfortunately, it didn't happen. And I was hoping to hang out with some of my friends. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. So it was kind of like a bummer. But when you do road trips and you plan things, like, you have to just go with the flow. 3 years ago, when we were driving up, when we left Louisiana, my clunker of a car that was already a lemon, and I'd already had it like a long time, I think a decade already. or 8 or 9 years. It was like a long time. It decided to stop working. So I was driving through Atlanta, Georgia with this car that just, it would like, if you stopped and you had your foot on the brake, it would like lurch forward. It was so scary, especially when you're in bumper to bumper traffic. And I don't think we could get it over like, we couldn't get it to go like more than like 50 miles an hour. I don't know. We were lucky to make it to New England, and luckily it was just like a computer code error. And my dad knows a lot of like his friends' kids, computer nerds, so they like came over with like this code thing and overrode the code, and we were able to drive it back. But yeah, so like you never know. Like road trips always like test your patience and try your relationships. And yeah, so Buckland's Museum of Witchcraft was awesome, and I'm excited to get that video up. And the other place we went to that was awesome was the Witchboard Museum in Salem, Massachusetts. So hopefully I get that up. I don't know if I will really get anything else up. Like 3 years ago, I have all these great, because we went in the fall, and we were there for a peak foliage season, which was amazing. And yeah, Selena, Bucklands is so cool. You have to go check it out since you're so close. So yeah, I don't know, like I might, if I do a video, I might like mix pictures from 3 years ago with this time. But yeah, it's I'm exhausted. I will be doing laundry forever because I'm washing and cleaning everything regardless of if it's dirty or not, just to make sure there's no bugs. I had a friend of mine who is our like, she's our pest control lady. She's amazing. Her name's Alicia Gilmore, and she's a local politician, and she's a real estate agent, and she does pest control. Like this lady is cool. She came over for free and like checked our baggage in our car and said there was no roaches, so thank goodness. But yeah, it's been yeah, thank you, Selena. We are happy we made it home safe, you know. That first night of no sleep for me and very little for Nikolai was scary driving. But we found Super 8 motels. Like I highly recommend Super 8. The two Super 8 motels, they just charge $15 per pet. But the problem is with Super 8, we stopped at one place that had a like almost a 4-star rating for Super 8, but they said no pets allowed. Which was a bummer. So we had to go like 30 minutes further, and we already again been driving for 10 hours. So and you know, with driving for 10 hours, it means you're on the road longer, because I had to stop at Buc-ee's. Have any of you gone to Buc-ee's? Like Selena, you guys have a Buc-ee's in Harrisburg, and you got to go check it out. Like I discovered Buc-ee's. Like I've seen social media people that I follow like talk about Buc-ee's, and the first Buc-ee's I ever went to was on this trip, and we were in Missouri. And I am a fan. I am a big fan of Buc-ee's. I took quite a few clips in Buc-ee's in not Harrisburg. We didn't go to that one. In Missouri, that Buc-ee's in Missouri was packed. We stopped twice. We stopped on the way going to New England and on the way back. Oh my God. Okay, that's right. Selena, you're from Texas, so you know about Buc-ee's. Seriously, when I walked into that one in Missouri and went to the bathroom, I was like, shut the fuck up. Like, this is the bathroom. So clean. The cleanest bathrooms I've ever seen in my life. And you actually get like a full stall to yourself. Like the door almost goes to the bottom, which in the United States, you know how rare that is. Usually, like I went to the bathroom in Salem. The crack in the door was this big, y'all. I'm not even exaggerating. This big. I could see everybody standing out, and they could see me. Like, freaking humiliating. Like, bathroom trauma, okay, like humiliating. And then so Buc-ee's, like, the door actually shuts, it goes all the way to the top. You get shirts from Buc-ee's all the time and you're wrapped in a Buc-ee's blanket. That's awesome. Yeah, I got a Buc-ee's t-shirt that says Buc-ee's put a spell on me, and they had the blanket. I wanted to get the blanket, but I stopped at the t-shirt, and I made Nikolai get this really fun Buc-ee's like swim shirt, but he's gonna wear it as like a button-up shirt. It's so colorful and I love it. And then I just got like a fun like pullover, but oh my gosh. So I may, like, I'm hoping, so I'll do those two actually, and then I'm gonna do a video if anyone's in New Hampshire or in New England, because New England, like, you can get pretty much anywhere in New England in like 2-3 hours, like, no problem. Y'all have to go check out Faye's Apothecary in Lebanon, New Hampshire. Her store is amazing. It's way better than 90% of the stores in Salem, Massachusetts. And she holds classes on like besom making, and like she has tarot readers there, and you guys have to check it out. Selena, I'm like seriously jealous. Like, I think when we stopped in Missouri on the way back, I know, I think we were there for more than an hour for sure. Because I was like looking at all the cool like Halloween clothes and like fall clothes and decor they had, and getting snacks. I was so excited that Buc-ee's has pickled, in Vermont we call them dilly billies, which it's just pickled string beans. I love pickles, so I bought a jar of that. And we tried the banana pudding. Oh my gosh, the banana pudding was so good. We tried their sorry, we're talking about Buc-ee's again. I stopped talking about Faye's Apothecary, but yeah, the food at Buc-ee's is really good. It's expensive, but it's really good. I really like their club sandwich. That is like to die for. I'm gonna be like dreaming about that. My husband's new thing is when something's like really, really good, like really delicious, he goes, because he probably doesn't want to share with me, he's like, it's all right, and then I take a bite and it's fucking amazing. So that's his new thing, and I know, like, if he says it's all right, like, that it's gonna be fucking amazing, and that he just doesn't give me a bite because he's afraid I'm gonna take it from him. Beaver nuggets, are they like chicken nuggets? Are they just the chicken nuggets? What makes them different, Selena, than chicken nuggets? Selena, you say the same thing. It's just all right. Oh, or do you ask him for or to trade? Like, yeah. So, like, I'll have videos up, maybe on Buc-ee's, maybe on Faye's Apothecary, but check out Faye's Apothecary on Facebook and Instagram. Cool. Yeah, send me a picture, Selena. Yeah, Nikolai didn't like that Buc-ee's doesn't have tables and chairs outside. Like, we get it. They don't want people eating in the store. Like, that's fine. But, like, outside, that's a little, like, yeah, they should maybe have some picnic tables, but maybe they don't want people milling around. So, yeah, we spent a lot of time in Buc-ee's. The bathrooms are immaculate. I love the bathrooms. Like, it's this fun, just huge store. And so Nikolai picked up like a magnet that says Buc-ee's, and like the t-shirts we got. Yeah, unfortunately I threw out the bags, the Buc-ee bags, because I was throwing out all like bags, plastic bags, and like cardboard that had been in the car, just because I know that attracts cockroaches. So I threw out the like cat food, the dog food. I felt really bad. We should have like dumped it out on the ground for the strays. Like, we didn't think about it until after, and I felt like such an asshole. I was just like so stressed out. Yeah, we got back like Tuesday afternoon, and I've done a few loads of laundry, and like the car at this point's basically all like cleaned out, but so much laundry still to do, and so like so much to put away. Because we went to stay with my parents, and they always like send us back with like so much stuff. My mom sent me back home with like another quilt from my grandma, so it's like, you know, I can't wash that because it's a handmade, hand quilted quilt, and so I can't put it through the washer. That has to be like basically just like spot touched up and all of that. But yeah, another, I forgot, I think the place is called Crystal Moon or Moon Crystal or something like that. It's in I think it's in Enfield, New Hampshire. If you guys are near that, you have to go check out that store. We bought so many crystals, and the guy, such a crystal enabler. Like, somebody had dropped off like all these buckets of crystals, and he's just going through it, and he's like, look at this, look at that, and we're like, add it to our pile, add it to our pile. But we got so much stuff for such a good price. Like, he doesn't mark up his stuff like 50%, 100%, 200% like some stores do. And he was talking about his business model that he doesn't believe in marking up his crystals. So we got like these cool stretch bracelets. I think they were like $5 a piece. And I got this one. I did get one. I think that was $10, which is like the normal price that you find stretch crystals, the bracelets, like these. These aren't the ones I bought. But these are usually like at the store next door to where I work. These are like $10. But he was selling them for $5. So you could tell like his prices were amazing. Like, I'll do a show and tell of that, and like I'll get the proper name of the store. But Faye, who's had Faye's Apothecary in Lebanon, New Hampshire for the last 5 years, which I'm so bummed we didn't know about her 3 years ago. And I'm going to show you guys, like, she takes vendors. So Nikolai's gonna start selling his Alien Lenormand. She's gonna carry his deck there. I bought him this cute Merlin with his red dragon like gnome from her. She takes vendors, local vendors. And then I bought this beautiful witch bottle that has like clay on the outside, and then I bought this like cool, hey Fatima, thank you for joining. This cool it's like a piece of wood like from a tree stump, and it's been hollowed out, and it has a clay like gnome or fairy, like a little, or a hidden person, whatever your tradition is. It had a cute little mushroom on it, but it fell off. I'm gonna have to like glue it back on. And then I tried hanging it up where I thought it was gonna go, and it ripped the thing out. So I gotta find like a heavier hook to hang it up on. But I'll show you guys all of that. But yeah, like everywhere in the United States has been like, was last week or this past week or this week. You guys, I don't know what day it is. I don't even know what month it is. No, I do know. I know it's still August. But yeah, like it was so cool. And then coming back to Roswell, and it's 90 plus degrees, and we were like unpacking the car in the heat, and like it's too hot. I liked when it felt like fall. Like it was really nice. I miss that crisp New England air, and you know that the leaves are gonna start changing, and some of the trees were already changing colors. Like now my parents are avid news watchers. We don't watch the news, and so that pissed my husband off, and he would keep leaving but my dad's not gonna stop. And like my parents are like avid Christians. My dad goes to mass 3 times a week. So their new thing that they just started doing, I mean, now that my dad's retired, he's been going to mass 3 times a week. But now they say grace before every meal. It used to be we only said grace in our family like before mm, like Easter, Christmas, Thanksgiving, like the big holidays. So Nikolai goes to my dad, why do you say amen? Why can't it be a woman? And I'm like, oh my God. Nikolai the instigator. It's okay. They had me as a child too. I kind of did the same stuff. I don't know what I was saying, you guys. I am so tired. So yeah, so we've been back for like a few days, and this heat is like absolutely wiping me out. And I wanted to go to the lake to like go swimming. We went to the ocean. We went to Hampton Beach like once, but with the hurricanes out at sea and coming up the coast, like the waves were super strong. My hip, like I have to go to the chiropractor like at least once, sometimes twice a year, because my hip pops out of socket. And it like just from the drive, like from sitting for like 10-12 hours a day, it was out of socket. And we went to the ocean and the waves were so strong. The way it hit me at one point, like it popped my hip back in. I had an appointment to go to the chiropractor. Didn't have to go. So thank you, universe. I was like, oh, that's good. I don't have to go to the chiropractor. But yeah, we had a good time. There were a lot of like lulls, and there was you know, like again, like things don't ever go as planned ever. 3 years ago, we attempted to go to Boston and to Connecticut to see my cousin, and of course, we got COVID. So those trips didn't happen. This time, we were gonna go to Boston and it didn't happen. And then just because I just didn't feel like it. Like, and we didn't go to Connecticut because my cousin was like, oh, I'll just meet you guys in Massachusetts. So I could have like put my foot down, but I don't really know what to do in Connecticut, like other than go get lobster rolls like at Jimmy's or Turk's. I don't really know, and I haven't been to Connecticut in like probably 14 years. I think I went, like, my grandmother passed away like right before or right after I moved to Phoenix. So it's been that long since I've been to Connecticut. So it could be, yeah, like 14 years. So anyway, like Nikolai still hasn't been to Boston, and he still hasn't been to Connecticut or Rhode Island. But he's been to Maine. We had to go to Portland, Maine last time 3 years ago because he wanted to say he's been to Portland, Oregon and Portland, Maine. So we made that happen. When we were in Portland, Maine, it was cool. We got to see a seal. A seal was swimming around in the bay, which was really fun. I tried to get a picture. I don't know if I got a good clip of the seal or not. He kind of, blended in with the water. And we had good seafood. Yeah, Portland, Maine is really, it's so like cute and like good food, and it's laid back and chill. I definitely prefer Portland, Maine to Portland, Oregon. Portland, Oregon's cool because they have that big bookstore. I forgot. Nikolai, you're on here. What's that bookstore that you took me to? That bookstore was cool in Portland, Oregon. I just, the amount of homeless people and how aggressive everybody in Portland, Oregon is. Like, it was scary. Like, it truly scared me. Like, everyone's super aggressive. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, thanks everyone who is stopping by. I'm gonna give Nikolai like a few seconds. I don't know if he is looking it up. I know he's in the chats. Powell's books. That's right. Powell's is so cool. I wanted to go, I think it's called the Strand or the Stand. I think it's the Strand in New York City. This time I wanted to go to the Strand, which is the largest bookstore, I think, at least on the East Coast or maybe in all of the United States. I wanted to go there. But New York City flooded while we were there. They had like a big flooding, and I was like, we're not driving to New York City. I don't know if it was everywhere, but I saw the people in the subway and like I saw the flooding, and I was like, we're not dealing with that. So, I'm just happy like we got to go and we made it back safe, and I'm like hoping I get back to normal because right now I'm like zero motivation. In some ways I wish I had my video, like my laptop with me, so I could have edited videos while I was there because I had so much energy and I was so excited and I had so much I wanted to share with you all. Hey Desiree, you made it. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, I just, who wants to travel with all that? Like, we had brought like a tripod. I wanted to interview my nephew and his fiance and talk about ghost stories, but that didn't happen. But it was cool. We got to hang out with them quite a bit. We went to like a concert at a vineyard somewhere in the middle of nowhere, Vermont, and then we went and did we went to a gay bar trivia night with them in, I think it would, what town was it? I keep wanting to call it Barry. We weren't in Barry. I don't know. I'll have to look it up. But we went to, it's called like Babe's Bar. And it's like this cute, picturesque, like little town in the middle of nowhere. And it's so small and so tiny. And yet they have a gay bar, which is really fucking cool. I wonder if they have like cool dance nights. I don't know. I didn't look into it. I'm gonna have to look it up. But we played trivia with them. We did all right. Like, we did okay. My nephew is like a total history buff, like history nerd, so he does really good with that. And then just random stuff. But it was fun to hang out with my nephew and his fiance. I love them like so much. They're some of my favorite people in the world, so I miss them a lot. But his mom, I don't miss her at all. And I don't know. But thanks for checking in, you guys. I'm so happy, like, everybody who popped in to say hi. Fatima, Desiree, Nikolai, Selena, thanks for hanging out with me. I'm gonna let y'all go. So bear with me, like, I don't know when I'm gonna oh, thanks Desiree. Thanks for catching this while you're driving home. That's so sweet. Yeah, I don't know when I'll get videos up, but hopefully soon. Thanks, Selena. Hugs to you too. And videos, like I said, to come soon. And thanks for watching. I'll see you all later. Bye, guys.